So my job as a mechanic entails working on cars usually. I work at a specialty shop, so we specialize in Volkswagens and Audis, but at the end of the day, a car is a car, so something else comes in, we work on that. But we do exactly what you would imagine. So if you're driving down the street in your car and you hear a funny noise, you take it to the mechanic and we figure out what the noise is and we fix it.
I've been an automotive technician for over 30 years. Right now I specialize in wheel alignments. I also do some computer diagnostic problems. I do some accessory work. Anybody wants some accessories in their car, leather seats, any other small jobs that might require my assistance to get the work done.
A typical day for me is showing up to work around 8 o'clock, and we start with a nice coffee break, which my boss provides. I work at a great little shop. And then I start working on cars. So whether, the car is making a funny noise and you brought it in because you had no idea what it was, so we will take it for a test drive and we'll figure out what's going on and we'll fix it, or we just do general maintenance. We do brakes, suspension, everything from putting some brake pads on to overhauling a motor.
There's really no typical day. I can come in the morning and start with an oil change and end the day with a diagnostic problem, which really makes it interesting.
I look at my personality as being fairly outgoing and very active. I'm not somebody who can sit still. I'm not somebody who can be in the back room or behind a desk. And my job really gives me the opportunity to use that. I love being out in the garden. I love working with people. I'm the co-chair of Nouveau-Brunswick Community Harvest Gardens, which is an organization which puts up beautiful gardens like this, and then we teach people how to garden and we get out here and we work with them. I've always loved doing hands-on things and working in the garden and being on the board at the Vale, and all of these things give me the opportunity to use my hands and share my skills in a way that makes me happy and keeps me healthy.
As a young fella, I was always taking my toys apart. Well, I guess I'm pretty curious as to how things operate, how they're put together, what makes them run. Can I fix it? At work, I work with my hands all the time. So most of my hobbies consist of building, working with my hands. I like to make things. I'm into woodwork. I like working with leather. I have an opportunity here to get leather from work. I'm making throw pillows out of leather. Give them away as presents, family. I think I got 4 or 5 at the house.
I get the most personal satisfaction from my job when we get customers coming back and talking about how happy they are, or how their car has never sounded so good, or right now we have a van in the shop that's been sitting in a field for 18 years and we're getting it going, and when the guy comes in and he hears it running and he gets so excited and we get excited, that's what I really love about my job. I work in a shop that has been there for over 50 years, so we have customers that have been coming to us for literally 50 years, and it's so nice to see customers come back and talk to you and get to know you, and you get to know their car, and I like the connection that you make with people in this job.
What gives me the most satisfaction at this job? Just getting the job done. Getting it done right. Jobs perhaps somebody else is having difficulty doing. Customer satisfaction. A little thank you once in a while at the end of the job. I really like that too sometimes. Just the little things. Makes it a little nicer.
I'm doing my apprenticeship right now. I'm in my 4th year, and I can go wherever I want. So I work at a shop where the owner is 84 years old and his son is coming up on 60. So if I wanted to, I could take over that shop and work with them. If I want to put a little shop in my yard and work on weekends or work evenings or just work a few hour days, I can do that. Or I can continue to work at a small shop, or I can go to a dealership, and I can use these skills wherever I want to.
To work in New Brunswick as an automotive service technician, you have to be an apprentice or certified. An apprentice is somebody who's learning from a journey person on the job with hands-on tasks, combined with small blocks of training that you attend through the year. And the breakdown's about 80%, 20%. So 80% on the job training, and that's structured training as well. And then 20% training in school. One of the major benefits of being an apprentice is you get to earn money while you're learning your occupation. So instead of collecting debt load, like in a lot of post-secondary education training, you get to actually make money in this one.
When I was younger, I had the opportunity to live in a few different places in Canada. After living there, we moved back to New Brunswick. It's where I have all our relatives are from New Brunswick. Also, New Brunswick is a beautiful province. Size, we have everything here. Wilderness, cities, the ocean, rivers. I just love it here in New Brunswick. I don't think I'm going anywhere.
So I'm from Ontario, and I left for a kind of a year-long trip that I had planned in an old van, and I ended up breaking down just outside of Edmundston. And I have an old van, so I got towed to Gunther's in Fredericton, as he's the only guy who will work on those in New Brunswick, apparently. So I was stuck for about a month while Gunther was rebuilding my motor and working on the van. And I had a bike, and I biked around Fredericton, and I went to all the beautiful things that this city has to offer. And I have a daughter, and it's a great place to raise a family. And I just ended up falling in love with it. And I actually went back to Ontario and sort of hummed and hawed for a couple weeks, and then I moved here. And I love it. I mean, we're gonna stay in New Brunswick. I'm probably gonna retire here.